What's going on, fellow LEGO fans? It's Jordan here. So another couple weeks go by and I decide to change the LEGO city again. You can see all these changes primarily right in front of us here where you can see the LEGO modular buildings placed. So I've decided to change the overall layout of these. They now lay in a street together facing one another. So you can see they're starting on the left, the diner, and then moving on down the street. And then we can see the other ones over here, such as the Town Hall and the Fire Brigade and Palace Cinema and whatnot, and the Emporium sort of facing one another. So I've been hesitant in doing this because I didn't like the fact that when I walk into the room I see the backs of buildings, but I just have to face the fact that reality is that Lego cities or cities themselves not all have forward facing buildings, so I've decided to change it. So we can see the other angle of it from here. So the modular buildings used to be in one big line all the way along there. And now they face one another on the street. It actually creates a really nice looking street, as we saw earlier. Now I did like it the way it was before because I could see all the modular buildings in a big line, and it sort of made sense to do that. But I actually think it makes more sense to do this because now I have the train line on the backs of these buildings, and I think you can actually just see more from all angles of the room because I actually do spend a lot of time over there. So looking this way now, we can see all the angles of the room. Another reason I decided to rearrange the Lego city here is because when I made these changes with the train track, it opened up a lot of base plates, and I was able to sort of amalgamate or consolidate all those open base plates right here. So we can see there's a lot of open space here for new buildings now. And when you see it all together, you're like, wow, that's a lot of open space. So I have a lot of space now for new buildings, which is really quite exciting. So there's all these ones here. And then there's the group of 4 over here where the crane is. Now also, because I made this buildings here facing one another, it made the whole Lego city move all the way back 132 base plate. So the buildings at the very back there, like the fire station and the police station, are actually right up against the back train tracks as well. And speaking of train tracks, sort of forgot to mention, you can see that I've started constructing my train lines here, sort of I call it the sky train line. So I've started constructing that now using those 1x16 brick beams, sort of topping the support trusses there. So I think overall it looks pretty good with the modular buildings facing one another. Obviously, I'm still in the very early stage of getting everything put back together here. One other change that I did too is right here, I've used this interesting looking base plate that came with with an older police station. And eventually when I get more tiles, I do plan on tiling this here. So it's sort of like a boardwalk between the two buildings. I think it's going to look pretty sharp once I get that done as well. So primary changes here in the Lego city, obviously here with the modular buildings and with the train track. And I'm still waiting for the parts to arrive so I can finish ballasting all my curved tracks, switch tracks and whatnot. Let's zip over to the other side there so we can have a look at these changes from the other side. So starting right over here, you can see the other train track that I've been working on as well. And now you can see what I mean when I'm looking from over here. I'm able to see more over here too, because I work a lot over here, obviously, because I work in all areas of the Lego city. So now, at least when I'm working over here, I get to see modular buildings. And it just sort of makes sense. I think it was a good change. And sort of, I'm always changing the Lego city, and I sort of get bored of it, so I always change it. Now also, there used to be residential buildings right here, and I've moved those over here. So they're away from the train track now. So it's another little change as well. And you can see all of this stuff has moved one plate this way, bringing this train station, the strip mall, and the car dealership one plate this way, which I think actually made quite a bit of room. That's really about it for today though, guys. Just wanted to show you the changes I've made here in the Lego City with the modular buildings, and really started to see this train track come to life here in the Lego City as well. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think of these new changes here. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Appreciate the view as always, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.